Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, one thing that, as a comedian, I can say with perfect certainty is that what's bad for the country is good for comedy. And over the years, I have profited from the mistakes that our politicians have made. From Bill Clinton's White House scandals to Anthony Weiner's dick pics to George W. Bush, who, let's just say, just about everything he did. So I can't help thinking from time to time just how much material I would gain if Donald Trump were actually elected president. Last week, for example, in the debates, Donald Trump got his ass kicked by Hillary Clinton. He fell into every single one of her traps. He kept snorting like a pig, which is appropriate because he kind of is one. And he acted like a spoiled brat. It was very amusing. It was kind of like watching a bullfight, the ones in Spain where they actually kill the bull. I mean, Trump got more and more enraged as the debate went on. He kept charging at her, and she kept waving the red cape in front of his beady, bloodshot eyes. And he snorted and stomped, but couldn't get near her. He said all the wrong things in all the right places. She smiled and then stuck in the knives. I mean, she did everything but strap on a dildo and bend him over the podium. So for the next few days, word leaked out of the Trump campaign how disappointed all his aides were that he didn't bother preparing for the debate. Now, Donald Trump has never admitted a mistake in his life, which is one reason why he doesn't learn anything. He's still at the emotional development level of an 8-year-old. So a memo went out to all his staff that they had to go out on the talk shows and talk about how great Trump did. And of course, he's been going to his rallies and saying the same thing, even as he plummets in the polls. Now, at first, he just made a bunch of excuses why he did so badly. It took a while for him to even convince himself that he did well. So he was making excuses like, well, the mic was bad, which he did not know the mic was bad, so it didn't affect his performance any, and the problem was not really with the mic, it was what he was putting into it. But his advisors know that he lost. But they plastered on these fake smiles and followed their marching orders and tried not to show how embarrassed they were as they went on the talk shows, and many times they got ridiculed by the hosts of the shows, even on Fox News. Now, you know, Fox News is basically all in for Trump, so the fact that he actually drew ridicule there shows how badly that he did. And not only that, but now Trump is breaking out his big weapon, Bill Clinton's infidelity. It shows the lack of insight that he has, that he says infidelity was not a problem with his marriage. Well, it certainly wasn't a problem for him. It was a problem for his wives. And to top it all off, this bizarre-looking, orange-faced moron with the worst comb-over in history makes fun of the way other people look. So as you can tell, there is an endless treasure trove of comedy that's located within Donald Trump. But there is one problem. His grandiosity, his unwillingness to admit failure, and his insistence that everybody around him talk about how great he is exactly the kind of thing that somebody like Kim Jong-un does. And that is not funny. Thanks for listening.